I've been recording every day for over a year, and I've made a lot of terrible videos, to be honest. I've also realized what it takes to make better video ideas, and that's the thing which I've realized is probably one of the biggest struggles when you try to create a lot of content consistently. To get right to the chase, essentially, the best way to generate better content ideas consistently is to generate content ideas consistently. That might sound a little bit confusing, but essentially what I'm saying is go through the process of trying to come up with ideas as much as you can on a regular basis. And when I say coming up with ideas, like actually write about what you're thinking about, your lessons, your reflections, like what is on your mind and what are the things that you were going through on a daily basis. Like think, oh, what did I do today? Or what is one thing that stood out? What's something that I talked about in a meeting that I thought was interesting? Like these kinds of things. You need to pick up on these things on a daily basis, and you need dedicated time to come up with ideas. One of the big mistakes that I made is that I thought that just documenting and just doing videos was going to be enough, and I didn't realize the idea is what makes all the difference. Now, you may be thinking, okay, well, if the idea makes all the difference, why the hell do I record every day, and why don't I just produce a video every week, or and improve the quality of the idea, which is what a lot of people say. This is just my opinion and just my experience, but doing YouTube stuff is not my full-time job. I run a company. I run a software development company, actually. Getting used to planning, filming, and editing and scripting videos, all this stuff is something that was really foreign to me. And to be honest, I've struggled with procrastination, since forever. And for me, it just worked really, really well to just do videos consistently as much as possible in just really high volume. So the actual act of doing a video becomes something that I'm super used to because I do it literally every day. Now, the downside of that is it's harder to come up with ideas for every single day. The only way that I've found to try and actually come up with better ideas over time is to just do it more and more and more and pay attention to who are the outliers, what kind of ideas are doing better around you, take their recipe and apply it on your own ideas, right? So what are things that you know about, or what are the things that you are thinking about or planning or doing? What is your expertise essentially? What do you know about, or what can you talk about that's interesting? And how can you do it in a way that does well according to what's performing well out there already, basically? Sit down and write long form every day. Like just write out an essay or something like that. Like a short, doesn't have to be, like nobody's actually gonna read it, but for me it really helps to just sit down and actually write almost like a little blog post about my idea. Now this blog post doesn't go public, it actually gets turned into, what this video is essentially. But the better that blog post, typically the better the video. And if you might have noticed, this is a Sunday and I didn't have time to write this one super well. So a lot of this wasn't well structured, which is one of the issues. It's like, if you've made it this far, I think you'll get the most value out of this video. But if I had structured it better, I could get more value faster. It's really beneficial to have that structure. Just write long form content, and then that will generate so many ideas. But you just have to do it more. Just generate more ideas. Practice the skill of coming up with ideas, of writing about them, of things like that. Like just coming up with a title idea is not enough. And it's what I used to do actually. And then I would just try and come up with stuff on the fly because I don't like scripting stuff fully. But the reality is, like, you have to sit down and think about the structure. What are your points? What are you trying to get across? What are you helping somebody learn? Or what are you providing as an interesting opinion that maybe other people don't have? You have to have a reason for people to watch you. And this is something that I'm realizing more and more. And by no means do I do this super well, right? Like I have a tiny channel that's pretty much worthless, but these are just some learnings that I've come to have about generating ideas on a daily basis and filming and producing content on a daily basis. It is massively stressful sometimes, but I think also really rewarding. Comment as many questions as you like. I will reply to pretty much as many as I can, which is often most of them. And if you make a really good comment, I will make a video out of it as well. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. I post on a daily basis, so I will be back tomorrow.